Well, Shawn, I mean, we're supposed to drop down to 15 for a high tomorrow, but it's a little hard to cry about that considering our Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah. When you think about what we had this weekend and earlier this week, 15 is still incredibly warm. So we are going to pause our warm up a little bit tomorrow, but we're going to bounce back in a hurry. And by the weekend, highs will be back around or a little above average. And then we are going to go way back above average by next week. And still, long-range models have nothing, just nothing as far as snow or winter weather or winter storms or anything like that anywhere in our future. Currently, it's 24. And that wind is north of 23, still gusting to 29. So we did have a little blast of wind behind that cold front. Makes it feel like 9 above. But like I mentioned earlier, we're going to start to see that temperature dropping fairly quickly here within about an hour or so in the Mankato, North Mankato area. It has already started to get colder in New Ulm at 18, Redwood Falls at 14. So in about the next 2 to 3 hours, we're going to see our temperature drop well into the teens here. So colder weather is on the way, and the wind will continue for a while tonight before it eventually dies down, and that's going to get our wind chill factor back below 0 overnight tonight. So it is cold, definitely cold enough where you're going to have to bundle it up, just not nearly as cold as it was earlier this week and over the past weekend. Here's that little bit of light snow, south side of the Twin Cities, Red Wing, all the way back to south of Mankato now. Those flurries here in the Mankato area are pretty much over and done with. They're going to continue to track off to the southeast. So, folks, I'd say Mapleton, Minnesota Lake, Wells, Albert Lee could catch a few flurries here in the next little while. So, warm front came in this morning. That's what warmed us up today. And now we have this cold front that is moving through. And the cold air always kind of drags a little behind the front. So, right now, that leading edge of the cold air is about to Hutchinson, New Ulm, back down to Windham. But again, it's going to be moving in fairly quickly. We are going to stay cold for about a day, and then we have another wave of warmer air that's going to roll in for the weekend, and that's going to take our temperature back above average. As we go through the night, pretty steady drop. We're going to get down to around 1 or 2 below 0 here overnight tonight, and then we will warm up a little, but not a whole heck of a lot, into the low teens and tweens for high temperatures tomorrow. But after tomorrow, we will get things back. Around 12 for our high tomorrow. 12 in New Ulm, 14 Redwood Falls. Windham, 14, a little warmer out toward Marshall, Slayton in the mid to upper teens. And then as we roll into Friday, things get better. 25 in Mankato, 28 St. James, 28 Redwood Falls and Windham, Marshall, Slayton, both at a high right around 29 degrees. So here we go. Tonight it's going to be colder. We do have a few evening flurries possible off and on through the night tonight. 2 below, wind will be northwest at 5 to 15. Tomorrow, lots of sunshine, but it is going to be kind of cold with a high of 12. Wind will be northwest at 5 to 15. That'll keep the wind chill factor bobbling around 0 here for a good chunk of the day tomorrow. And then Friday, back to 0 in the morning, 25 in the afternoon. Saturday, mostly cloudy, 28 for a high. On Sunday, it will be partly cloudy, 28. And then we bring things back pretty good ways above average here, mid-30s by Monday, upper 30s. We may get to 40 by Tuesday, Wednesday. Our model trends keep taking that midweek high temperature up a little higher, so we may have a pretty nice week here coming up next week, and it's going to feel even better after coming off of last weekend. Stacy and Dion.
You got it. Thank you, Shawn. Well, tonight at 10, police in Nashville are investigating a deadly shooting at a local high school.
Plus, New York could soon join other states that limit cell phones in schools. Why one school isn't waiting for lawmakers. Join us for those stories and more tonight on KEYC News Now at 10. We'll be right back with sports.
This extended weather forecast is sponsored by Rooms and Rest Furniture and Mattress, locally owned, community loved.